Hello, everybody. Welcome today. This is player prospect interview. I'd like to say three, but this is two because player prospect interview two with Justin Arth and uh, I forget his Justin Arth ended up the audio. There was a problem with that, so today is going to be a little bit different. We got Joe Powell here. Joe Powell, the Corpus Christi Tritons. The name's a little hard, but we got interview with him today, and today's really just gonna be about him. And then we get into the Tritons and the state they're in, culturally, and just everything in general. But Joe, so this is where I like to start everything is when they introduce themselves and their football career. So explain your career from rather start to finish from till now, or just your indoor career, or just really whatever.
Say it again.
I said to start off in the interviews, I like to have the players they tell their story from start to finish or from whenever. So you could rather tell from your indoor days when it started or your collegiate days till now, but just fill your career in football.
Uh, and I went to University of Oklahoma. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Uh, got a full scholarship my junior year in high school. Uh, Big Cut champion, OVC champion with Jimmy Garoppolo as my quarterback. Landry Jones, Tony Jefferson is playing with the San Diego Chargers. Won a lot of awards. Defensive Player of the Year in the IFL for the Green Bay Blizzard. Uh, just had a great, phenomenal season this season. Next year is about to be big. I just signed a new deal. Corpus Christi, 2025 season is about to be the year for.
All right, that's good. That's good. What can you tell me about your days in Green Bay? How was
Uh,
Green Bay like?
my days in Green Bay was live. It was to the fatigue. Coach Rowe, one of the best coaches I ever coached with or played with. That's my guy. He recognized my talent. He the one that gave me my first defensive player trophy of the year. I had 78 tackles. I had 4 interceptions, 7 blocked field goals, 1 recovery for a touchdown. So
Yeah.
Green Bay the spot, man.
Hmm.
Blizzard up.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, they were in the playoffs and they got eliminated by Massachusetts, and it was heartbreaking. But I was rooting against them because I'm a Green Bay Blizzard hater. And
Oh,
ever,
boo.
ever since I started watching Arena or the indoor, I was just been a huge hater. One team that did always stand out to me was Frisco, and
Yeah,
as they just recently folded. As you said, you were from Dallas. I myself actually used to live around the Dallas area,
yes, sir.
and yeah, it's pretty. It was pretty interesting. But how do you feel about the Tritons right now? How do you feel about just the state? What drove you to Corpus Christi to go play with the Tritons?
It was a new facility. It just really the coach told me it's an island. So I'm in LA right now. I like the
Hmm.
beach. So I chose that team because they said it's an island. So shit, I'm leaving the beach out here, so I want to like be comfortable and like be able to just chill, relax on my downtime. And I feel like it was a good move. So I feel like I can get defensive player of the year this year, and that's what I'm going for. So that's why.
Defensive player of the year. Yeah, no, I say the AF1 is look like there's a lot of talent, especially on Corpus Christi. I know they have a couple defensive backs in Lakeith Murray, who's very very good, and they got Savante Davenport, and he seems to be great.
Yeah,
Uh,
Davenport, that's my buddy. That's my boy right there. We actually we had a good bond out the field. So I'm ready to go crazy with my boy. I know with him behind me, if I'm at corner, I know he gonna be over the top, especially if we in cover two. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? So
Yeah.
I trust him. That's my boy. Shout out Davenport, man. I'm ready to play with you, buddy. Let's go do it this year, Bobo.
Uh, One thing I did also notice when I was, looking into the team more and more, I saw they signed Javante Johnson at quarterback. And Johnson, I'm also someone who's also lived in the Midwest myself, Midwest Texas, West Coast. So I've, lived around the area. Javante Johnson used to play for a, minor league football team called the Fargo Invaders in Fargo, North Dakota. And he had a breakout season with the Duluth Harbor Monsters, and now he's gonna go over to Corpus Christi. How do you feel about that?
I feel like it's good. It's a good move. And which player that you said again?
Javante Johnson,
He,
quarterback,
he played
quarterback.
as well with us.
No, QB,
Oh, yeah.
quarterback.
Oh man! You know what's crazy? I just watched his highlights like last night,
You know
and
the crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. I think he might be the one for us.
I
He scrambled. He let it fly. He throwing 50-yard bombs. Every pass I seen, it was a bomb. It was number bombs. So I feel like that'll be good. And you know, I'm a two-way player too. So, but DB is my main guy, my main thing. You go look back, I played receiver at OU before they moved me to DB. I just caught a pick at practice one day, and ever since I caught a pick at OU, Coach Stu moved me to DB.
Coach Stoops.
Yeah,
Coach Stoops, great coach.
we need to
Before
take Coach Stoops. If you watching this interview, man, we need you to pick me up after this following season or before the season and come play for the Renegades.
you be outside with Joe Powell, yeah.
Yeah,
Double
man.
Joe Powell
I want to
energy.
play for you one more time.
One more time, hey. I feel like this might be his last year coaching in Arlington as well.
Yo,
I feel like this might be his last year or next year. They claim the rights of his son Drake Stoops. If you did see that or not,
yeah, I
but
just seen time.
yeah, but I was gonna say about Javante Johnson is I was once watching Duluth Harbor Monster film because I was just curious about. Well, no, I was watching from a few players, but I was like, oh, let me watch. So he threw a few, a few throws, and I was like, it's whatever. So I was gonna watch his highlights yesterday to find some like lowlights, make like a little meme, be like, watch, Javante Johnson. But I was impressed. I was genuinely like really, really impressed about what I saw, and I was like, I can't make a low light on this guy because he's actually really good. He's very, very talented, and to find out that he's lived in the same area I'm living in right now, that even makes things even crazier. Cause
Oh man, gotta get him on the interview, man.
I might try to. I might try to.
Yeah, man. I said it. Look, I think that's how we can get a bigger deal. You know
Bigger
what I'm
deal.
saying? That's a USFL deal. You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
said Joe Powell want to
USFL
be
deal.
starring on the show with you, and
Mhm.
shit. That's how we can get it going. You know what I'm saying?
That is, yeah. I know. I feel that.
I think
Uh,
dope.
so we got a lot. No, Javante Johnson. One thing I do want to mention is he played minor league football as a quarterback, so he's used to that 11 on 11. And when you go from 11 on 11 to 5 on 5, well, what's gonna be set or 8 on 8 or whatever, 8
Yep.
on 8 or 7 on 7, it doesn't translate much difference. I've talked with former Georgia Force quarterback Justin Arth, and he himself even said not a huge transition switch. Although there's some players who, they start to play, outside or, that indoor ball, they have a harder transition. That's why you see some of these more talented guys just can't play it because it's not what they're used to.
Yeah.
But
Not that. No, if you a baller, bro, you gonna be able to ball. You
yeah.
know, and it's like it's adjustment because I feel like certain stationary receivers,
Mhm.
if they stationary, I'm locking them up.
Mhm.
I follow you the whole game.
Mhm.
Sometimes you want to have a cheat code because they run it 10 to 20 yards high motion. So I wasn't used to that. But shit, I got defensive player of the year. I came from playing 11 on 11 outside with OU, and shit, I went straight to indoor, and I got a defensive player trophy of the year. So
Mhm.
with that being said, like I don't know, it's just playing football, man. I just got something to prove. I want to go to the NFL, so that's why I'm playing it. Like
Mhm.
to give me more recognition and to get bigger.
Mhm. Do
So
you think now? I mean, I've seen players go straight from the IFL to the NFL. It's rare. I've seen players go straight from the AFL to the well, AFL now AF1 as we all know, to the NFL. That's also rare.
yes, sir.
But a lot of players seem to want to set on just playing in the UFL or
Uh,
even in Canada.
Some
They.
people, I'm not selling for that, bro. If they call
Mhm.
me, bro, like right now I'm in LA. If the San Diego Chargers call me to go work out on Tuesday, shit, I'm there.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be
What
there.
if
I'm there. I'm there. Like,
what
yeah,
if
like
what if Baltimore calls like, hey, we want you practice Tuesday?
if the Baltimore Ravens call me right now, they
Mhm.
know about me. So Zach Orr, the defensive coordinator right now, he's from Dallas. He knows
Mhm.
personally. So tell Zach, or if you watching this interview right now,
Zach
man,
Orr. Oh, Zach Orr.
I'm your nickelback, man.
Mhm,
Baltimore Ravens, I want to play with y'all right now, man. I look good in that purple, man, and black, man.
mhm,
That was my first. That was my second NFL team I actually worked out with. Uh,
mhm,
so I think they can bring me in. As just speaking in perspective. You in Baltimore, man? Come on, man. What a better way to have a corner like me? I'm
mhm,
6'1". I'm long as shit. You know,
mhm,
big hands, fast as hell. Shit, I can cover from sideline to sideline.
mhm.
Go give them
What if what if the Edmonton calls you? You get a call from Canada. The Edmonton Elks are like,
it's
"Hey, we're gonna give you 60,000 a year.
sixty
You're
thousand.
gonna
I take it right now.
say 60,000. We want you to work out. You're gonna sign, compete in practice squad." And they're like, "We need you here Monday," and you're gonna go buy the tickets yourself and go there.
I don't think I'm gonna have to buy it. I think they're gonna pay for it.
I think, but I mean, if they're saying they would.
That's 60,000, man. They offering me $60,000 contract. Shit, come on, baby. You think
Mhm.
I ain't gonna go to Edmonton and play in Canada? I'm going fast.
No, that's the deal. I hear a lot of players are not hesitant to go over to the CFL. Honestly, I don't think I've ever heard a single player like, unless they have like a lot of NFL interest from other teams, they're not gonna try to just jump the boat to go play in Edmonton or in Canada. But one thing is, a lot of players are hesitant to play in the UFL to go play under, any of these eight teams. They're they were hesitant. They saw a season, and now it seems like these these position two players are choosing what seems to be an NFL backup or NFL practice squad
Yo,
to go play in this league. We've seen there are just the past 20 sightings alone seem like they could be starters in the NFL.
yo, you're right, buddy. I think if you in the AFL one, the USFL, the AFL one, the USFL, or or the CFL, I feel like them the top 3, 4 leagues that's underneath the NFL to get you a shot.
Hmm.
So with that being said, if the CFL give me a $60,000 deal, I take it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, here's one question: Is have you sent film out to any teams, to CFL teams, or?
I'm actually negotiating a contract deal right now with the Houston Roughnecks in the USF.
Oh,
So,
oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's
yes,
crazy.
man. So, Coach Wilson, if you're watching this video, man, I told him about you. Please pull the trigger. I'm ready to be a roughneck. If
Hmm.
if I'm not a roughneck, I'm in Corpus Christi playing the AFL one and causing damage. Please
Hmm.
come find me, man.
Yeah, no, I feel like Houston, they cleared house this whole offseason. They got rid of their franchise guy Mark Thompson, who, if you're a well, the Gamblers became the Roughnecks, but he's the biggest name, so he's no longer with the team. They clean house. They bring in a few new guys, let a few of those new guys walk, and this team's looking like it's gonna be
Yeah, it might be.
pretty good.
It might be. It might be that.
Hmm. One thing with Houston though.
I like Houston. I feel like Houston a great city. You know, Beyonce from there making a stallion. They got
Mhm,
good music history. Uh, it's a good culture. The food is phenomenal. Uh, it's nice, man. Black excellence. Every race excellence. It's all over the board. I feel like that's a good city. And shit, I love to play in Houston.
mhm.
You know, U of H was my first scholarship. You know,
Oh, that
shout out to them boys. They got my
University of
first
Houston.
scholarship. Yep. So
Wait, around what time? It was around like 2017.
say it again, big dog.
I said around what time? Because University of Houston. What time was that scholarship?
Say it, I didn't hear you.
I said around what timeline was that? Did they offer you that scholarship? Around.
It was my junior year in high school.
So
So
like.
yeah. So my first scholarship was U of H. You know,
Mhm,
all my offers came from when I was a junior in high school. So like
mhm,
I was already nationally ranked. I was the number 3
mhm,
player in the state of Texas as an athlete, and 67 in the nation as an athlete. So I was already like nationally ranked, the top in my state. And shit, I did damage. You know, I played offense and defense. So
mhm,
I did my thing, man. I did good in high school. I did my shit.
mhm,
I was a great scholar. That's why I got. That's
Mhm.
why I had them offers. So I'm
Mhm.
fortunate and blessed. I just want to continue my career, go to the top.
Yeah, no, because I was gonna say you would have crossed paths or played against or with, I should say, DeAndre Johnson,
Yeah,
former UFL quarterback. DeAndre Johnson's really good, and he's apparently also getting a lot of UFL interest right now. And one thing I do want to say is when the UFL or USFL and XFL did merge, when they merged together, it wasn't they realized they couldn't keep a lot of these player one caliber players, so they had to let them walk and do it on their own. So that's why we didn't see someone like DeAndre Johnson go play in the UFL this last year, was because he came from a team that folded, and then he had to in these teams already have their guys set, and they just can't bring him on. That's why we saw former Roughnecks quarterback Cole McDonald also didn't re-sign with Houston, or didn't come back with Houston or in the league, was just that whole reason. So I think that one's really really interesting.
yeah, man. I like Houston, man. I feel Houston. I think Houston a great spot, man. I love to play in Houston. It's just
Uh,
this. I'm from Dallas, so.
mhm. Hey, I'm from Dallas, well, around
Oh
Dallas.
man, no, that's dope.
Yeah, from Denton, Dallas. Yeah, I lived there for 3 years.
Where
So
what
I'm
part what part of Dallas you from?
around Denton,
Are you from Denton?
Denton.
Oh, did you go to
Yeah,
Denton High School?
I actually never went to high school, believe it or not, but I never attended high school. So
Okay,
uh,
I went to Dallas Skyline.
Dallas Scotland. Oh, that's pretty cool.
About a state.
So yeah, so I was gonna say you mentioned Bob Stoops and of course quarterback Landry Jones, right?
We had
Was it
Landry
Landry
Jones, we had Baker, and we had Kendall
Baker?
Knight. So we had traded Kendall Knight for Kyler Murray. So I was,
Mhm.
we all was together. So them my
Mhm.
boys, you know what I'm saying? I got three
Uh-huh.
Big 12. I got three Big 12 championships and two BCS bowls. So
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? So shout
Mhm.
out to my boys, man. OU alumni, man.
Now, believe it or not, but I was also this was before I lived in Texas, but I was also a pretty big OU hater as well. I was
Oh
yeah, no, I was at Oklahoma University. And this is before I was living in Texas, or before the Dallas or wherever. I just didn't like Baker Mayfield.
what?
I was
How
yeah, I
you
was a
don't
big
like Baker, bro?
I just thought he was annoying and very cocky and obnoxious. I was like, man, I don't like that. I don't like when I see that out of quarterbacks. And he has this whole situation in Cleveland where he was just playing injured. The team moves on from him, not doing enough, very inconsistent. And then he finds and then I'm rooting for him. I'm like, well, I knew he was injured. That's why he was very inconsistent. And they just threw him away. So now I'm rooting for him. Gets cut from Carolina. I watched the game where he plays against Las Vegas or the Raiders, and he throws that game winner to Van Jefferson on that
Yeah,
that
that was.
incredible drive.
And then Sterling Shepard over there too. So
Yeah, Sterling Shepard in Tampa
that's my
Bay. Yeah,
best buddy. That's my best.
from OU.
I actually had him pull up at the house out here in LA. So shout out
Oh,
to Sterling, bro. Congratulations, boy. You one of my best friends in the whole world, buddy. Keep doing your shit for the Buccaneers, man. You know,
yeah, no, not even that. Sterling Shepard was one career where I thought was just gonna fade out,
hell
and
no, he's a phenom, bro. He just he a great scholar, bro. So if you're a
mhm,
great scholar, I feel like God will bless you. So
mhm,
I ain't never seen him do no wrong. He got a
mhm,
great mom. He got two great sisters. They phenomenal. So I know like they his mom is like my mom. So I like when I got a full scholarship to OU, they was the first people to reach out. I actually wrote his dad number in college, number 3, and
mhm,
I kept that number. And then when he came to OU, I personally gave it to him because his dad
mhm,
wrote the number there. So that's like forever my buddy. We always like the
mhm.
friends of all time. Like
No, that's good. Yeah,
yeah,
and because back in because he was struggling with injuries and just a bunch of just off the not off the field. I was just a bunch of injuries and stuff
yeah.
like that. I thought his career is gonna fade. Baker brings him in, and then
He
before
balling.
you know it, hey, yeah, he's balling right now, and all due to an injury, yes, of Chris Godwin, which is sad, but it's what it's gonna take. And if they do bring Godwin back next year, we could have Evans, Godwin, Shepard.
Yeah.
Uh, a
I
very solid
like
trio.
I feel like Evan's a dog. Evan's a dog.
Well, ever since his days in A&M, or even before then,
Yeah.
he has the most consecutive 1,000-yard seasons out of any receiver.
Yeah. I like
So
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams. I'd say this. Whenever it came to the top, this is a year ago. This is even a year ago. Whenever it came to the top 5 receivers, I always said no one cracks Devontae Adams because in his prime he was
What? Are
always
you serious?
number one in the league. Yes, I'd put him last. This was last year too. He was also dealing with inconsistent quarterback play. When defenses go up against Devontae Adams, they're playing Devontae Adams, not that team. When the Ravens lost to the Raiders this year, they lost to Devontae Adams. When Devontae Adams catches a pass, he'd open up the defense.
Defense, yo.
He'd open up the whole defense, and before you know it, they could take a deep shot. But that's because they're using Devontae Adams. They're not playing against the Raiders.
Yeah,
they're playing against Devontae Adams.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it works, bro. That's what I'm saying. So how you not a phenom? So like that's why I feel like I feel like he better than Jordan Jefferson. So in my
Oh yeah, no, he's top 5. He's for
top
amount of time
5, bro. He top 5 receivers of all time.
of all time. I could see of all time, but
I think like I'm gonna say number 1 receiver, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Martin Harrison,
Marvin Harrison,
Reggie Wayne, and then it's a debate out of Devontae Adams and Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson. No, you brought Deshaun Jackson up. No. Deshaun Jackson's my guy. Ever since I was like 8 years old, Deshaun Jackson's been my guy. And
my boy too.
Oh man. And the deal's I grew up a Redskins fan, and when we got him,
crazy, bro. I like the Redskins. I think I'll fit in with their team.
Their team, the Commanders, yeah.
I feel like I know you want me to go to Baltimore or go to the Baltimore Ravens, but I think the Redskins. I like their quarterback. I feel like that'll be good for me, bro.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels is a pretty good. When I go in the top 5 receivers, you always go 1 is always Jerry Rice. 2 is Randy Moss because you're not playing against the Vikings or the Patriots. Oh, you're not playing against the Vikings. You're playing against Randy Moss.
Yep.
Well, I would say you're not playing against the Patriots, but like no, actually that team really didn't need Randy Moss, but they still had him.
He went to the Super Bowl. They went 7-1.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did do that. I mean, they didn't need him that year exactly, but like there was a big difference that he made with that team. And then I'd say number 3 is gonna be Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, I forgot about Larry.
I mean, like, yeah, Marvin's good.
You think he better than Reggie Wayne? Marvin Harrison? No,
longevity.
Marvin Harrison?
He had a longer longevity, and he was able to be more dominant, in his later years. And he was more dominant than the both of them. I believe you can say what you want, but the stats don't lie. Number 4, it's a blank. Number 5, it's a blank. But those are the top 3. I mean, but
you know who we forgot about? We forgot about Megatron.
Megatron.
You gotta put Mega up there.
If he didn't retire early,
I think he retired early. Bro. They wasn't gonna trade him. They wasn't gonna let him go be a
they weren't.
Another team.
Yeah, contract.
And then he did with Detroit. If he wanted to go somewhere, they wasn't gonna release him and let him go play for nobody else. That's why bro. That's the definition of the show. You one of the best receivers of all time. Because if you have a situation like that, and you have a situation like that, and they not trying to trade you to another team, that's a sign to show that like, bro, you a bad man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
No, I understand.
Retired. So like, without that, with that being said, if he would have never went to another team, they wasn't even going to allow that. Like the Detroit Lions was not going to allow it.
Yeah, no, I understand that one, but it's also a fact is there was contract. He was also in a lot of pain. I've researched this one, and he just felt like he just didn't want to play football for an organization that wasn't going to win. So then he retires, and believe it or not, but after he retired, there was legal action over contract. The Lions sued him over something to do with his contract because he had a massive contract in Detroit. Yeah. So they sued him over that contract. I don't know what happened over that. I
just seen him on the sidelines Thursday night when they played the Green Bay Packers. So obviously they still got like good.
Obviously, yeah, stuff like 81's retired. No one's wearing 81. Yep. But Another deal is he wasn't the
What
tallest
about
guy
What
receiver.
about Tyreek Hill though? We forgot about Hill.
Tyreek Hill, what's going on right now?
He's
He, he,
killing.
he hasn't.
What?
No, he hasn't done anything all year. He only had like three. Of course, he has a lot of quarterback problems. I'm talking this season. He's had a lot of quarterback problems, yes, but he hasn't really done anything crazy.
Bro, he had hella bombs at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, and then
What?
Tua goes down. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tua goes down.
But his quarterback just went down. So with that being said, like he only had like he having quarterback problems, bro. I say that.
Yeah, it's court. That's court. I mean, yeah, but he's proven this case where he's not the best. He's not the best in the league right now. For receiver, I'd say with receivers, 2 years ago I said Cooper Kupp to be in the top five, but I'm not gonna put him in the top five now because it's kind
You don't
of
think he's
bad.
top five now? You don't think he's top
Cooper
five?
Kupp, no. Hill's at like 4 right now. Right now
That's
he's at like
good.
4.
I really,
You know,
I really think he's 2 or 3.
2,
I'm gonna say 3.
2 or 3.
I'm gonna say
But deals.
Jordan Jefferson is a phenom. I like Lamb. I like the receiver from the Bengals, number 1. I feel like he might be the best one.
Jamar Chase.
And then Tyreek Hill. And who else that's doing crazy work? That's like, yeah, that's in my top 4. That's right now. That's doing, that's my top 4. And I'll put Evans number 5 because
Evans 5.
you got that short.
Evans, he's had what people would say a quieter year this year.
Huh?
But his year's been a little quiet this year, but he's still putting up massive numbers.
Yeah.
At my top 5, okay, this is where it gets like you're gonna go like okay, number 5 CD Lamb.
Yo.
I think CD Lamb's a top 5. CD Lamb, Tyreek Hill. At number 3, give me Puka Nakua.
Okay.
If he's injured, he limits him a lot. At number 2, I'm rolling with Jamar Chase.
Oh.
At number 1, I'm rolling with Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is a.
Go with Jefferson too. I like that's a good. That's the first time in this interview that I didn't agree with you, buddy. That I Jordan Jefferson,
crazy.
brother.
Jordan Jefferson's like, man, I watch Receiver, the documentary or the in season documentary, whatever.
No.
Justin Jefferson everything looked great. I think what I saw from Justin Jefferson, especially how he was injured, I feel like people see more of what goes on more than just their fantasy team and their parlays,
Yeah.
So they're always getting mad at this Jefferson injury, but when you can't go, you're not 100. You gotta take time off. Like I can't play because you're dealing with a holding hamstring. Like it's a big ass hamstring problem, and he's gotta take care of it. So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting.
Real talk, bro. So y'all in Baltimore right now?
No, I'm in North Dakota, Fargo, North Dakota.
Okay.
Right now. Yeah, where your quarterback Javonte Johnson used to play football at with the minor league team called the Fargo Invaders, and now he's over in Texas. He's gonna be over in Texas this year, slinging the ball in Corpus Christi with the Tritons. I did notice this roster already seems set in Corpus Christi.
Who you say?
They did. I said I have noticed with Corpus Christi this roster already seems set. Schedule's already set and dealt with.
Yeah.
Now I was gonna say week 4, you guys got your first matchup against the Wichita Regulators.
Yeah, I'm about to go crazy. I'm about to do them bad.
Now the deal is they have Akil Greer, and Akil Greer spent time with the Las Vegas Raiders back in 2022.
Okay.
He's an NFL guy. Last season in the AFL, he had 41 receptions, 601 yards, and 10 touchdowns.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah. You talking about AG?
Yeah, AG Akil Greer. Yes sir. AG.
My boy. Hey man, he know what's up with me, man. That's a good man. I got respect for him. It's gonna be I'm gonna kill that ass, man. I ain't holding nothing back. This is my year. I got respect for him. Hopefully, we play each other. Shit, I picked their ass out 2 or 3 times, and he do his little thing. But outside of that, I respect his game. I got mad love for his game. But we here to kill though this year, bro. And
Here to kill.
that's what we on. We here to take people down, and they line them up. We gonna knock them down.
Now, Dios, I noticed you guys have 3 times on the schedule.
Who you say?
You guys got Wichita 3 times on the schedule.
Yeah.
Okay, week 4, week 6, week 9.
Yes, sir. They ass got
That's
to
good.
go down every week.
Every week.
Every
Now, Dios,
we play them. We play them. We play them 3 times. They got to go down.
They gotta go down. I feel like now I see a lot of people will say, "Oh yeah, undefeated season this, undefeated season that," but that's when you get talking. But when you know the guy and you're playing against them, it's more of like, nah, I'm taking my guy down. So
Oh, you talking about that's any of they receivers.
any of the
I just
receivers,
respect AG game because that's my
AG
boy.
games.
Outside of that, like that's my boy. I feel like
Mhm.
he good dude. He AG ain't he good guy. I ain't got no
Mhm.
no bad blood with him. We didn't play good football together.
Mhm.
This year we're on a different team. So
Mhm.
he on offense, I'm on defense. So shit, I'm gonna
Mhm.
some off.
Mhm. Now, I don't know if you've seen the recent signings by Corpus Christi, but if you have, what are a couple players that would stand out to you?
I like our receiver that we got, the little short guy. That's my boy number 0.
I'm seeing Mustafa Strong. Is that him?
Yeah, him.
2A, yeah, 2A. He plays receiver and defensive back.
My
Yeah.
boy, he'll scat back. He'll scat back. Uh, I play with him as well. I feel like he a baller.
Okay.
Davenport a baller. I knew the
Oh,
quarterback.
Davenport.
I didn't hear about our quarterback. I just watched his film. So I feel like
Mhm.
he's a baller. And they say that we got some great guys, man. I'm just ready to be
Yeah, I know.
part of the team and get along with my boys and go win the championship.
Oh no, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, no, the team. It looks good. I don't know what happens until mid-season. Okay, like we feel like we don't see things unfold till mid-season. And week 1, I noticed this Selena Liberty. And Selena, I'll shout out to their social media team. Great stuff. They put out like incredible on TikTok as well. I don't know if you've seen Selena Liberty, but
I
the stuff they put out on TikTok.
I seen they page. They page pretty fire. They get
Yeah, no,
they got a good page. I ain't gonna lie.
on TikTok though, on TikTok, I say with Selena, they probably put out the best AFL content outside of Green Bay. Green Bay also puts up really good social media content. When it comes to like short form, I give Green Bay and Selena are like probably like neck and neck because they put up some
Yes, sir.
some really good stuff.
That's
One thing
fire.
I actually do want to mention is so Green Bay last season had Riverius Rivers, who just signed with
Yeah, he
the
just
Memphis Showboats.
seen that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, what are your thoughts on that one?
I feel like that was huge.
Uh,
If you any player that come through the Green Bay system, you got a chance of going to the NFL or going USFL. Before COVID hit, I had signed with Calgary for $120,000.
oh man.
So that was big time. So I got a defensive player award trophy with Green Bay. So any
Mhm,
player that come through Coach Rowe,
mhm,
little bucket, I feel like you got a good chance of bettering your
mhm,
career if you go to Green Bay.
mhm.
It's right across the street from the Green Bay Packers. So,
It is, yeah.
I had dinner there. They introduced me to the owners. So, hey man, hopefully I'm still on their radar as well. If I have when I have another phenomenal season this season, shit, they can bring me in for a workout. I want to play with whoever right now. Obviously, you want me to play for the Baltimore Ravens, so
Nah, not gonna lie, you could play anywhere, man.
okay.
Anywhere.
Hey.
I'm tuning in. I mean, like, I don't really like have a set, AF1 team or a set team. I like to watch everybody play, but when I know who's playing, it like makes it more fun, just to watch. So, you can play anywhere. I'm gonna support you, root for you. I'm gonna support and root for anyone unless they're like Travis Kelsey. Uh, I don't like Travis Kelsey, but
Why you don't like Kelsey, man?
he's annoying, man. I don't know what about it, but Travis Kelsey's just so annoying.
Hey, you know what's so crazy, right? So I'm at the store last night at this store in
Mhm,
California called Ralph's, and
mhm.
tell me I'm passing down the aisle, and Kelsey and his brother is on the box of cereal,
Yep,
and
yep.
that's so fire. Hey, I'm
Yeah, no,
with
I've seen
with a
that.
lady, and I'm telling her, I say that's the Kelsey brothers, bro. They fire, man. So that's it.
Yeah, they're
Talking
also
about.
annoying. They're doing too much.
I
When you
don't
see it, you
like
see it.
Kelsey. Oh my God, he got the baddest girl in the industry.
No,
The
that's
baddest
not.
girl in the industry. What are you talking about? Katy Perry is the baddest girl in the industry. Outside of after I like this one lady, Anna Marie. I like Beyonce. Beyonce go crazy, but how could you not like Kelsey? He got the top lady in the industry, and he played for the Kansas City Chiefs. That is one of the best teams of all time.
I'd say I know I know they're like 10-1 or 11-1 or
11
whatever,
point. Yeah, that's fire, bro.
but they're not winning these games. Like they almost lost to the Raiders on last
Oh, even
Friday.
look at you. Oh
Yeah, I feel like you gotta look at so there's a retrospective to look at it and where they're winning their games at. They're struggling against the Raiders. They're struggling against the Panthers.
no. Yep.
They're struggling, and not even that. This is a 10-1 team. This is supposed to be a generational dominant team. They're struggling against bad teams. I don't know what says dominant or yeah, they're 11-1 is what their record says. But when they go into a team like Buffalo, they go into Buffalo. They
I
they didn't beat Buffalo.
think the 11-1 record is great because it's showing that shit this
Yeah.
year out, buddy. If you're doing something year in year out, I feel
Yeah.
that
No.
who can stop you? You know that's
Yeah.
God. That's God showing that you like to work in the
Mhm.
off season. You like to you just like to grind, bro. If you like to grind, then God rewards you.
Mhm.
And I just that's how I feel. I feel that that's how the Chiefs is right now. They got a
Mhm.
great quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So,
I
and
Mahomes is a
Patrick
great
Mahomes, a
quarterback.
beast.
Great quarterback.
Great quarter,
Uh.
greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah. No. Going on to that.
Big 12 alum, not.
Big 12. Yeah. No. That's Yeah. He is actually a Big 12 alumni. He is. Yeah. Played in Texas Tech. Also was teammates with Baker Mayfield back in the day. It's interesting enough, but
They got they have my god brother who won the Blitzer Call Award there, Michael Crabtree.
Michael Crabtree. Yep.
Yes, sir. So you can't do that, you know. Yep, man. Dallas is
Yep.
fine as you know we all from Dallas. So
Oh, good old Dallas.
you know how we do it, baby.
Oh yeah, I know. I know. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of talent around the board. A lot of players around the board. A
Yes.
lot of players also around the board from Dallas in the IFL and the AF1 and in a lot of these leagues as well. Also, a lot of players also in Europe as well. They have produced a lot of players going out in Europe and in Canada. So Texas is it's really just a homestead of a lot of these leagues and a lot of these players. One thing is I do want to ask, how is your so you're coming out of college?
But again,
I said so. I want to ask. So you're coming out of college. What was your biggest like question when you came out of college? What was like the biggest question, or just like where am I gonna go after you come out of college?
I don't know. My biggest thing when I was out of college, I was more worrying about just like doing good. Like
Mhm.
I put everything into perspective, not just football. I put in
Mhm.
like a real life. So
Mhm.
then I just use my gift of what I am now and how talented I am. I just use that as that I'm about to build off of my skill. So everything that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it into me, and I'm gonna base that off of my life, my everyday life, and where I'm trying to
Mhm.
be at in life. So when I graduated college, I only worked out with one NFL team, and that was the Chicago Bears. And then after I got defensive player of the year with the Green Bay Blizzards, then that's when I got to work out with the Baltimore Ravens. So
Alright.
my mindset just been focused, bro. And
Mhm.
I just want to make it to the NFL and and that's why I be focused so much. I just think
Mhm.
about football and just think about just waking up the right way, bro. I always want to go to sleep right, do the right stuff. I want to have good
Mhm.
conversations with nice ladies, with my coaches, with anybody that's around me. I just like to do good, man. Like that's my focus
Mhm.
is to think about like where I want to be at 3 or 4 years and how I want to the money that I'm earning playing sports. How I want to paint a picture with my life. So
Mhm.
that's the approach that I've been having, and said I want to keep the same approach and don't let up.
Now, I have noticed you have that Georgia Force helmet. I want to ask more about your days in Georgia. Those short weeks that were those short 2 weeks that were not good in the AFL, but I want to ask more about that.
About which part?
Just Georgia, just
Oh, with Georgia Force. Oh man,
yeah, the Force.
Georgia Force was the team, man. I swear that was my team, man. That was my
Mhm.
team. I feel like if the league would have never folded last year, I was by far the first game I had 9 tackles,
Mhm.
3 PBUs. It was by far I was gonna get defensive player of the year. I mean, Iron
Mhm.
Man player of the year. And I didn't even play offense. I was just playing straight defense. If the
Mhm.
team would have never folded with Georgia Force last year, I would have got defensive player of the year of the whole team,
Mhm.
the whole league. It was
Yeah, no.
nobody last year in the AFL one that was better than me.
Mm.
At
No.
defensive back. At defensive back, I no kid in the AFL one in the IFL outside of Buddy from Green Bay had a great year. If you come
Dark
under the
Rivers.
Green Bay bucket, man, they got the
Hey, I
nice
know.
uniforms. They got Miss Kathy as the owner. The
Mhm.
Kiplers, the Mr. Kipler, you can't get better than that. So
Mhm.
outside of Buddy from Green Bay, no player in the AFL one or in the IFL that was a defensive back was better than Joseph Deshaun Powell. Like, and
You
I
know,
put it
I.
on paper. I put it on film last year.
Mhm. Now, I do want to mention shout out to Justin Arth for saying this,
Shout out to my
but
boy, man. Congratulations, buddy. You deserve it, buddy. You deserve it all. Shout out to Coach
yeah.
Robe at Green Bay. That's our boy. He
Uh,
deserves it. Thank you, man, for putting us on, Coach Robe. Without
Now,
you, we wouldn't be here.
I'll say Justin Arth. As we had an interview with him 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I should say,
Yes, sir.
he hopped on. He was talking and he said at Georgia they want him to play kicker, and he said he never kicked in his life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And yeah, and he did a kickoff and he hit the top of the ball and then Oregon jumps on it. And interestingly enough, was for the Oregon Black Bears, I was at their Week 1 game against Washington. I wasn't able to make it to Week 2, but I was at their Week 1 game. So if I'd seen you, if I was able to go to that Week 2 game, I would have been able to actually watch you play in Oregon. But new management was also a huge thing with Georgia. Uh, very poorly ran as an organization.
Nah, I feel like it was. I feel like they didn't. I don't want to get online and talk about what
Mhm.
happened and everything, but
You know,
I
you
feel
know,
like
you're,
I feel like I feel like if we would have got paid. They still owe me for 2 games. We would have got
yeah.
paid. I feel like the team that we had and the players that we had on Georgia Force, if they would have paid us, the sky the limit. It was,
Hmm.
it was. They had us every week. We was flying out of town, first class flights. We get off the plane, it's first class shuttles to the hotel. So I can't say that they did us right. Only thing that didn't happen, we just didn't get paid. Outside,
Yeah.
I love Georgia Force. It was a great experience. Uh, my whole month or two that I was there in Atlanta, phenomenal. Good practice facilities. We had a good trainer, so I can't complain.
Hmm. No, Georgia's in, I'd say interesting. Uh, it was just an interesting scenario, interesting situation. I know players didn't get paid. I heard something about not there was no playbook. Till like there was like no playbook till like week till like the game like the first game or whatever. They didn't receive any playbook and
Oh, I played defense, so
mhm. Yeah.
I didn't. I was just a specialist for defense, and
Oh.
so with that being said, I didn't. I ain't never. I ain't never. Go around some of the offensive players and talk to them about like what
Hmm.
what was going on their side of the ball.
Oh yeah.
So I ain't never really heard that either. So I ain't gonna sit here and say that they ain't have no playbook. Uh,
Yeah, no, cause
I,
just yeah, cause your guys' quarterback Justin Arth, shout out to Justin Arth and everything, cause
yeah, but
he's already been on the
I
show.
think he was the backup quarterback.
Well, no, he wasn't.
Yeah,
No,
we had a black kid that was quarterback.
Mm.
And he was from Atlanta, so I don't know. I never heard that story. I just only thing that was bad about Georgia that they didn't pay us, bro.
Yeah,
Outside of that, the
they didn't pay. I
nation
also heard that
it was
Justin Arth was also
it
no. I
was
heard that Justin Arth was also paying for his players' food because they also want to pay for food and stuff like that.
oh
So he was.
I think he showed he was just a great scholar, bro.
Oh no, no, he's a great guy, absolutely a great guy.
Like Sterling Shepard, like for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he's a great scholar. Like a person to do that for his team, for his
Yeah,
and I feel like that was good of him.
that
So
was great of him.
said like he'll get a blessing from God from that.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
that was good deeds. But for as like outside of everything else, the flights was first class. We got off the flights. It was a first class shuttle. We got to the hotel. The hotel was a first class. Uh, every game we played from Texas to Oregon. When we played in Texas, everything first class. When we went to
hmm
Oregon, everything was first class. That was one of the beautifulest cities I ever seen.
Oh, Salem. Oh, believe it or not,
Man.
but
So
I
if we play
I
Oregon, if we play Oregon in the playoffs, man, I want to do an interview with y'all after the game.
after
Let's do it, man, because I feel like they
and
city was
Oregon,
one of the most phenomenal cities
I
I've
hold
been
it.
to. The skyline was so pretty. Passing
Hold it.
across the water was nice, man.
If you meet us out in the playoffs and I'm out in Oregon, we'll meet up. And actually, I got a younger brother who's a quarterback. We'll get him trained and stuff like that.
Okay. Well,
We'll
let's do
do
it,
that.
man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, because I was there week one. I was planning to make it week two. I just was not able to. And yeah, let's do it. Let's if we meet you out in the playoffs, we'll yeah. And they also signed another guy who I'm also been talking with a lot
Okay.
is Taiwan Buckley. They just signed him as well. I've been he's a both a two-way player, but I've been talking with him a lot and
Yes, sir.
very seems to be very talented. But yeah, I hope if I do get a chance, I'll maybe even show you around a little bit of
All right, man. You showed me
but
Oregon, bro. I only been to Oregon twice. Nike flew me out in high school. I was one of the top talented players in the nation, and they flew me out. Me, Robert Woods, Teddy Bridgewater.
oh, Robert Woods.
Yeah, that was fire,
Robert Woods.
bro. Like I got a chance to play at the Nike headquarters facility. Everything was free. Everything Nike. I got a chance to see Jordan. Jordan first shoe ever that was invented at the Nike headquarters. That was one of the best cities I ever been in, bro. It's clean, but I ain't never experienced it outside of football. So I would love to go experience it. You showed me the town.
Yeah, maybe.
Take
Yeah, I'll show you.
man.
Hey, make the playoffs. Go in Oregon. If Oregon's good enough, though, I don't want to bash on the roster, but I don't really like the team they're bringing together
Which
in Oregon.
team?
The Oregon,
Oh, you don't like?
Oregon Lightning. I don't like the team they're bringing together. I really don't think it's that great. I don't. I don't think it's a play. I don't think it's as good as they had last year. Who they had at last year was Connor Kagi at quarterback.
I went crazy on them. So if you go back and when I only played a half of that game with them, and we was beating them 13-6. And bro, I almost ran back the kickoff return. And as of me running back I broke it for like 40 yards. And as of me breaking it for 40 yards, the play was dead. One of their players tried to be dirty and tried to pick me up after the play. He was like, "Bro, you too good." Like it was so crazy. Like I kind of lost it. I had 5 tackles at half against Oregon. Then just go look at the stats and go look at game every team I played on last year, and the stats sheet to speak for itself.
All right, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Uh, we're running out of time here for a little bit, so before we end this, I do want to ask, how was your time at Duke City? I know Duke City's a team that's like apparently been poorly ran, is what I've heard. What can you say about Duke City, the Duke City Gladiators?
Duke City was a good team. Shout out to Mama G. She was a great owner. And I feel like that was some of the boys on my team. That was my boys. I had a good time. With the players that I love, man. Like my boy Yella, that's my buddy. I had a great time, bro. Like especially when we went out of town. I was just thinking about the time we went to Tucson, and we had this big old pool party out back, and it was fire, man. And I kind of picked the first play of the game that game as well. So I feel like Duke City was a great experience. I never been to New Mexico, so
Nice.
so so that was fire, and they had mountains out there, so I used to enjoy that. So get up every day and get a little spare time and go relax and be just take time out the day and be by the mountains. So I feel like that was fire. So it was. I had a good time. I had a good time though. Like far as like football wise, it was dope. Uh, it was nice, man. I can't complain. The owner was the best owner. She a good owner, Mama G. Hey, Mama, thank you for everything you did for me. And I love the team. It was a good team.
Okay, I do want to ask, what was your timeline at Albany
Oh, and
with
Albany,
the
Albany
Fivers?
was live in New York, man. I kind of
Yeah.
loved it. New York. New York was live. Man, we used to practice every day at the Pepsi Center. So like,
Oh,
they have a big old shuttle every day. They come pick us up, big old tour bus, and drive us around Albany, New York. And then we go perform. I put on a show. I had to get surgery, so I had to wait out a year out there. But if you go ask any of them players that was out there, as they Coach Minaj,
uh,
who better than Joe Powell?
I was gonna ask, were you there when Antonio Brown had purchased his
Oh
ownership in
no,
the
I
team?
actually was in Tucson. Uh,
Tucson. Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I
okay,
was in
okay.
Tucson. Yes, man. I put on a show. We was the first. Tucson ain't never been undefeated until Joe Powell played on their team. Uh,
Oh, wow.
and it was phenomenal. We beat the Arizona Rattlers. We beat San Diego. Uh, we beat who else we beat? We beat the Bay Area Marshawn Lynch
Bay
team. I
Area.
got defensive player of the game. Joe Powell had 10 tackles, 3 PBUs, 1 block field goal
hmm
in 1 game.
Now, is the final question I'm gonna ask is, what would you say to any player who, let's say, the Arizona Wranglers call them, or not Arizona, Northern Arizona Wranglers call them, and they're like, hey, we want you, but they're like, oh, I had some NFL interest. I'm too good to play in a league like the IFL. What are you gonna say to kids like that?
I'm gonna tell the kids that's talking crazy like that, hey bro,
hmm
if y'all out there listening, y'all get a chance to leave y'all mama house. You get a chance to leave your aunt house. You get a chance to leave your neighborhood where you grew up at, and you get a chance to play ball, bro. Uh, don't think about just because the NFL wants you and they want me, but they haven't
hmm
picked me up right now. So
hmm
with that being said, I'm gonna continue playing in these leagues until God bless me to get picked up. And I feel like that's the best advice I can give a kid that's coming out of college. You coming out of college, bro. Don't get down because you didn't go first round or go 7th round. I was projected to go first round. I didn't go, but
hmm
right now it's showing with the how you play. You'll get a chance to show
hmm
who you is.
Yeah.
So don't be discouraged, bro. Keep
hmm
doing your thing, and it's gonna pay off, bro. If you're a
hmm
baller, God gonna let you ball.
hmm Yeah, no, that's good because I see a lot of these people will say stuff like the IFL and like they say anybody could play in it. You know,
No, nobody.
they say
Hey, you know what's so
not even.
crazy? So we was just talking about Duke City, right?
hmm
And I'm in my mind. They saying anybody can play. If anybody can play in that league, uh, why y'all get y'all ass bummed on?
hmm Yeah.
Why people catching bums on y'all? Why you
Yeah.
know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That's
hmm
real talk. If we gonna talk real football, if I'm in Duke City, if people are saying this and that, why y'all letting people catch touchdowns on y'all?
hmm
You get what I'm saying? Joe Powell didn't. Joe
hmm
Powell not giving up no ball that's over 30,
hmm
over 8 yards.
hmm
You only gonna get a catch up with me for a 5 yard stop, bro.
hmm
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah. No.
with that being said, this lead is this lead is for kids that's trying to go to the NFL.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? And if you're a baller, bro, you don't really make any excuses. You just trying to get the job done.
Mhm. Now, I will ask, what if the IFA calls, the International Football Alliance, and what if one team calls, well, not, except Alabama, okay, except the Beavers. What if one team calls and says, "Hey, we want you on our camp, or just come try out"? Are you jumping into that? Or are you still a little hesitant because you haven't seen a lot from the league?
I haven't heard of that league as
Hmm.
much, so I just have to do a little more research on
Hmm.
the league, and if it's great coaches over there in the league and the money is right, I take a look at it. But I haven't, I haven't, I haven't looked into it because I heard about the league, but I haven't just went to go look right into it because it wasn't the AFL one, it wasn't the IFL, CFL, or USFL. With them four
Uh-huh.
leagues, that's the only reason why I haven't looked at it.
I'll say it's outdoor 11 on 11 football. So
Say it again, buddy.
I said it's outdoor 11 on 11 football. So oh, that's one part. I would say I'll try to think of a name who's on there, but I can't. Well, they had Corey Curtis is on Baltimore. They also have Matt Elam also signed with Baltimore recently to their camp roster, and they got players in this league who would look good or not. Your backup quarterback, Justin Arth from Georgia, he also has a verbal commit to the team, but nothing to a team in Dallas. This is nothing crazy, but
Shout out, buddy. Shout out to my boy, man. Go kill him.
but nothing's guaranteed or promised yet. But I will say is there's talent in these leagues. You know, you could go to not every league. I know minor leagues out there where I'm like I'm not sure I'd want anybody to play in those kind of leagues. But there are these indoor leagues where I'm going. This is top tier competition, and players should capitalize off that the most they can. And you seem to do it, winning the defensive player of the year, and balling out, and we've seen what that could lead to. So
Sure.
to any player who's curious or hesitant, doesn't want to jump the gun, you're like, oh, I'm too good to play in that league.
Nah.
Just do it. Just
Yeah.
go play there. We've already seen that with Todd Simmons, in fact, who played for I don't remember where he played for a lot of teams.
Okay.
Most recently played in the TAL, the Arena League,
Oh, that's dope.
and he just signed with the Arlington Renegades a couple months ago. So if you ball out, if you're really that talent, and you just go out and play, you could get that contract. So
I
it's
want
hard work.
since you told me about it, I'm gonna look more into it.
Uh-huh.
If it makes sense.
Mhm.
And if it's good, it gotta be at least some good talent, man. Like 13 good players or something on the team.
Oh, I'll say this: they carry 40 active, 13 on the practice roster. All 53 of those guys are that 1% of those 99% of athletes who would make it to the NFL.
Okay.
Those are all the 13. I mean that's also the entire NAL. That's the entire IFL. That's the entire AF1. That's the entire UFL. That's the entire CFL. Is that 99? That 1% of athletes who say didn't make the NFL, but are also good enough to make the NFL.
Sure.
That's what those leagues are filled. And this is one of those leagues. It's bringing football internationally. That's all it is. 11 on 11 outdoor football international. So we're gonna see a lot of talent unfold there. So
Yes, sir.
if you could play, you could play. So
If it's a good league, they paying good, buddy. I'll give it a shot.
400 a game, $400 a
Oh, that's
game.
pretty good. I need my incentives. I need all my incentives.
Oh, there's gonna be incentives and stuff like that, and there's probably gonna be a lot of under the table. But for now, it's 400 a game, and there's gonna be more involved than people will think.
That's pretty.
It's it,
That's fair right there. That's good.
uh-huh. It's like all those arena teams where they say, oh, they pay 600 a game, but there's so much more incentives that come into it, and some players are making $10,000 a season.
Yeah, man. Man, if I get look, gang, if they give me over 10,000, like if I go to Europe and play over for like 5, 6, 7 games for 10 grand, I'll take it.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah. So
like I definitely take the money. Bro, hey, to me, bro, I'm trying to go. I'm trying to ball, bro.
just trying to ball. Yeah.
That's all I want to do, bro. I don't really like. I like the money should be live because I'm about money. That's my
Mhm.
my off the field thing. But when it comes to on the field, bro, I'm a football player. I really like. I'm here to show people I'm better than they ass. That's my thing.
Yeah, no, sure, 100%.
So that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Joe Powell be on. I don't
All
really
right.
like. I don't really like the money thing to get
Mhm.
into the money. I just want y'all to pay me what I deserve. You know.
Or
You get,
or what you had agreed on like one team that we're not
you
gonna
know,
mention,
Baltimore.
like Georgia.
They gonna pay me what I deserve. 30,000 a game. Zach,
30,000 a game.
come on, buddy, make that deal for me, big dog. We doing a live interview right now. Shout out to my boy that's over there.
Mhm.
Shout out to you, man. Thank you for having me on the show. If
Hey.
you're in Baltimore, man, I would love to be a Raven. Raven up, big dog. Let's go.
Mhm. I will say is this wrap the interview. Drop your socials. Joe Powell, drop whatever you gotta say. But anything else?
That's it, big dog. JP3 underscore pal is my
Hmm.
IG. Uh, thanks for having me on the
Hmm.
show.
Yep.
You my boy. Shit. Hopefully, I see you in the playoffs, man. When you
I hope to see you in the playoffs, or if not, I might be in Corpus Christi because it's close to Denton or whatever. It's close. I've been there, so
So
maybe I'll see you at a
how
game.
about you broadcast our first game, man? Y'all brought wherever the headquarters is. Y'all have a live stream set up to do the game.
Hey, maybe if we're small now, but if we grow more, maybe we do it
It's gonna get bigger right after this interview. You
after this interview.
see how many viewers you get. Watch after the interview. You
Watch
got
out.
me on the show, and watch how big it's gonna get. It's gonna get
All
bigger
right, let's see it. All right, let's see it. It only gets bigger by the day. You
every day.
know, every day gets bigger. So JP3 underscore Powell, right?
Yes, sir.
Go follow him up. Make sure to tune in to some arena football this year. IFL, AF1 does not matter. Support these guys because they are not fighting for playing for football or their career, but just to build something up from the ground up. So give a huge shout out to you. Thank you for coming on the show today. And with that, stay hungry. You take care, and may God give you what you work for.
Yes, sir.